today's video, we are going to talk about inventory valuation. And I told you in my previous video as well that inventory valuation can be done in several methods, and two commonly methods used are one is FIFO, first in, first out, that we had already discussed in my previous video. And today we are going to discuss about the second method, that is LIFO, where L stands for last, I stands for in, F stands for first, and O stands for out. So it is called last in, first out, which means that the latest stock will be issued first and then the previous stock will be issued. So we are going to solve a problem. We had already solved the same problem in the FIFO method, and now I'm going to show you how to solve it in LIFO method, and we'll see the difference that arises because of the change in the method of valuation. See, the first question is, see, the first dates are given, particulars are given, that is purchases and issues, and the units are given, and the price per unit in which it is purchased, that is also given. See, the format looks like this. It is similar to that of the FIFO method. That is, we have to make these columns where the date column is common, and there are three main columns other than date, that is receipt, issue, and balance. And there are three sub columns under each of them. First one is quantity, where we are going to first write down the quantity that we are purchasing in case of receipt and the quantity that we are purchasing in case of issue over here. Similarly, the unit cost, that is the per unit cost, and then we have got the amount. See the question. The question is given as this. See, the company purchased and issued the following materials. Dates given. Let's start working on it. The first date that we have got is first. And there has been a purchase of 300 units, and for 3 rupees, that is the price per unit. We are going to follow the LIFO method here, that is LIFO, LIFO, the last in, first out method. Now, under this, under the date column, we are going to first write first, that is the first entry. On that date, we can see there has been a purchase made for 300 units for 3 rupees. So we are going to make this entry over here. Under the quantity column, we are going to write 300, that is the units purchased. Per unit price will be written here in unit cost column, and then 300 into 3, 900 will be written here in the amount column. Now there has been no issues on that date, so nothing will be written here. And the balance that we have over here will be the same as that of what we had purchased. Right now we have only those things that we have purchased. So in balance, we are going to write 300 under the quantity side, and 3 the unit cost, and the amount will be 300 into 3, 900. With this, the balance is done for the first date. Now we are going to move to the second date that has been given. The second date, you can see in the question, it says is on 5th. See, 5th. There has been a purchase on 5th. Again, a purchase on 5th. And this time there has been 600 units purchased, and the price per unit is 4. So we will make this entry here, that is 5th 600 units for 4 rupees. So let's write it on 5th 600 under the quantity column for 4 rupees. So 600 into 4, that is 2400. That is what we are going to write it over here. There has been no issues or made on that day particularly, so nothing over here. Now balance also we are going to write the same thing, that is 600 that we had purchased for 4 rupees. So it amounts to 600 into 4, 2400. This is done, the balance column. Now we are going to move again to the question. See, on 10 there has been an issue. We'll be using a different color for issue and purchases, this time violet for issues. So there is, on 10th there is an issue, and the units issued is 500. So there will be nothing on the amount side obviously, because it will depend. That is what we will find out. So on 10th issue for 500. So date will be 10th. No purchases made, so nothing over here. There has been an issue for 500, so we will write 500. Now the question arises is, we have got two lots. 300 lot, 3 rupees, and again a 600 unit lot for 4 rupees. So this 500 that has been issued will be issued from this, the latest thing, because we are following Lifo method. So this 500 will be issued from the latest lot that we have, that is the 600. See, 600 is sufficient. It is more than what we need, more than the amount issued, that is more than 500. So the whole 500 will be issued from this lot of 4 rupees. So what we are going to write it in unit cost will be 4, because it is issued from the latest lot. So 500 into 4, 5 into 4, 20, and 2 zeros, so that is 2000. Now in balance, the 600 is no more there, because 500 gone from here, only 100 remains of 4 rupees, and this lot remains intact. So we are going to mark it over here. The first lot remains as it is, so we are going to write 300, 3 rupees, and 300 into 3, 900. But this 600 from here, 500 is gone, so we are left with only 100. So we are going to write 100 for 4 rupees, and 100 into 4 becomes 400. So this is what is left with us. So this is our balance right now. So we'll draw a line over here so that we understand that this is a new balance that is left with us. Now we will move to the next date. Next date is on 12. There has been a purchase. So we're writing purchases with pink. So on 12th, we have got a purchase of 700 units, and the price per unit is 4. So we are going to make this entry here. 12 unit purchase was 700 for 4 rupees. So 7 into 4, 2800. There has been no purchase, no issues on that date, only purchase, so nothing will be written here. Now we are going to add up the balance 700 to the balance that we already had, that is 700 for 4 rupees. So it amounts to 700 into 4, 2800. Once this is done, our balance column, we are going to move to the next date that we have, that will be this 15th. There has been an issue, so violet for issue. So 15th, we have got an issue of 800 units. So 15th, issue of 800, no purchases, so blank over here. Issue has been for 800 units. Now see, this 800 will be taken from the latest lot, that is 700. Now 700 is insufficient, so we will need more 100 that will be issued from this lot, just the previous one. So, and both the prices per unit is 4, same price. So we can say that the whole 800 that is being issued can be issued from 4 rupees, because first 700 from the previous lot and then the 100 from the lot just before that. But for both the cases, both the lots, the price is the same, 4. So we do not have to split it into any part, and simply we can write 800 and the price per unit will be 4. So 8 into 4, 3200 will be the amount of issue. Now once that is done, over here we have to check for the balances. This 700 is gone and this 100 is also gone. 800 already issued, gone. This is, and this is gone. What we are left with is this lot. So we are going to only write down what we are left with in the balance column, that is 300, 3 rupees lot, and 300 into 3, it will be 900. So this is what we have got under the balance column. Once we are done with it, we are going to move to the next date now. See, the next date that we have got is 20th and there has been a purchase. So 20th is purchase and purchase was for 300 units for 5 rupees. So let's make the entry on 20th. So 20th, there has been a purchase of 300 units for 5 rupees each. So 3 into 5, 1500 over here. There has been no issues, so nothing in this column. And then we are going to simply just add to the total balance of 300 more units for 5 rupees each, which amounts to 1500. So this will be the balance for now. Now we are going to move to the next date. Let's see, the last date that we have got is 30th. There is an issue. So on 30th, we have an issue, and the issue is for 100 units. So we'll make this entry on 30th. We make no purchases, so this will be blank. But we have made some issues, and issues is only for 100 units. So we are going to write 100 here under the issue column, quantity 100. Now this 100, what will be the price per unit? Because we are following LIFO, so last in first out, which means this 100 will be taken from the latest lot, that is of the 5 rupees per unit lot that we have, that is 300 quantity we are left with. So let's do it. So this 100 will be taken from this 5 rupees per unit lot. So the unit price will be 5. So 100 into 5 becomes 500. And the balance, now this previous lot remains intact. So we are going to write that here. We'll draw a line and we are going to just mark the balances over here. 300, 3 rupees. So 300 into 3, 900 remains. And from the latest stock that we had, 300, now 100 is gone. So 200 remains. So 200 remains for 5 rupees. So 200 into 5, 1000. So this is what is left in the balance column at the end. Now we are going to write the concluding statement, that will be valuation of stock or inventory, whatever, under Lifo method is equal to, we are going to write it from here, the question that we had over here, the last balance column, that is 300 of 3 rupees and 200 units of 5. 300 of 3 rupees and 500 of, sorry, 200 of 5 rupees. So this is what we are left with. So 300 into 3, 900, and 200 into 5, 1000. So the total stock valuation or inventory valuation is 1900 under LIFO method.